Well, these are the rear hanger brackets. So I had to modify the one that I made last night. So we'll go home, try these things out, see how close I am, and with any luck, they'll be right. And then we'll have to take them all off and weld everything solid. Well, I got home, got the rear hanger brackets just kind of set in there, and looks like everything's going to line up pretty decent. So I'm waiting on the shackles. I think they're going to be here tomorrow, so hopefully I can get them just kind of dry fitted in there also. I'll show you guys a picture. I got a little issue going on with the pinion angle, but it just has to do with the way the frame is on this. So you can see the pinion is pretty much just pointed straight forward. You can see where the frame comes here, and normally on this end over here it would be the same. So that's pushing the back of the leaf spring up higher. Normally it would be down about here, and this spring would sit not flat, but it would have a pretty straight plane from eye to eye, and this is significantly lower. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably start off with a couple of little wedge blocks, some degree blocks, try to get the pinion pointed back up a little bit. Probably have to run a double carbon CV type drive shaft like they use in the front of the Toyotas to make this work out. So the other dilemma I got here is the differential in the placement of the fender well to be able to clear these tires. So I'm kind of eyeballing right here. You can kind of see, let's see, looks pretty centered with that tire. Now my only concern is the back the diff right here on the up travel. Is it going to hit the tank? I'm going to have to remove these plumb bobs and see where things line up. Let me see if I can get a good shot here. So here's the tire. I got a couple, I don't know, close to about 3 fingers right there. I think that's pretty much what I was shooting for. And looks, yeah, it looks like it's not quite centered, but we'll do some more measuring and see what happens. All right, so I went ahead and I pulled this bracket off, and up in here, it's kind of hard to see, I trimmed about a 1/2 inch off, and that centered this spring eye with shackle hangers. So everything seems to be a little bit more parallel now. So cross our fingers. When we get the shackles, hopefully tomorrow, I could throw them in and just kind of do a real quick once over. I did move the plumb bob. I couldn't get it on camera, but yeah, it's going to be really tight between this little kind of skid plate thing and the back of the differential. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it, and might have to try to squeeze this thing forward, or maybe try to do something. There's a little bit of room, I don't know if you can see, between the gas tank and the you guys see that? There's a little room in there, so if I have to, I could probably manipulate or massage this piece of sheet metal that's in front of the tank there for a little extra clearance if I need it. So wish me luck. All right, well, since I can't really do anything else till I get the shackles, I went ahead and I was just doing a little kind of mock-up and some measuring. So this is that's a bald 35. Kind of where I think it needs to be. It's pretty much, if you can see that, it's kind of even with the 31 that's behind it. And it's, you can't really see through the hub hole, but it looks about, oh, if I had to guess, 1.5 inches forward more. And I may have to go a little bit more, I'm not really sure, in order to clear the inner fender well. I don't know if you guys can see this, but get some light here. I rubbed that with 31s. Now, this will probably have a little more lift, so that probably, I'm hoping, won't be too much of an issue anymore when I get to this point. But one thing that is concerning is these leaf springs. As you can see, almost, let's see if we can square up the front bumper here. Let's see, okay, we're pretty close to square on this front bumper. We come straight down. So you can see right there, thing's gonna potentially stick out there, kind of like the old Jeep Wranglers and the CJs did. On the back here, it's not so much of an issue. I got plenty of frame to work with as far as mounting the rear part of the spring. I might have to go with a slightly shorter spring in the front. I have a set of Toyota front springs off an 85. And what I might have to do is just take those springs and take the pack apart and maybe add one out of here, or get some more springs and just kind of build my own leaf pack. So anyways, I was just messing around, seeing how things looked. And I got, you can see I got my plumb bobs in here. I got these at Harbor Freight. I think they about $2 a piece, $3 a piece, something like that. Not a bad deal. But I didn't think about it till I got home. And if you guys are into fishing and you got you some weights, you can do the same thing. Just take a fishing weight, get the ones with the little eyelet on them, and they make them that are kind of teardrops, so to speak. So unless you're trying to get something that's super accurate, you know, those would work in a pinch. If you're just trying to get a close ballpark, thought I'd throw that out. All right, well, I got the rear shackles in, and we're at full droop. They're pretty much vertical. I'd like to see just a smidge of angle on them. So I haven't decided. I might take this plate and move it forward just a little bit. I don't think I can move these hangers back much more, because I think that's going to push the differential back and cause me some clearance issues with the gas tank. But I think what I'm going to have to do is come in here and tack weld these brackets to the frame, and that way I can put the jack underneath it and really get some lift on it, get this thing up off the ground, and see what happens. Hey, so it's great. I've been getting some more feedback. I've been getting comments, but it's pretty much been kind of the same people. And for those of you, hey man, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. But anyways, I just wanted to touch base real quick. I really want to hear from you guys. Something real simple. If you guys watch this and you get to this point, do me a favor, scroll down to the comment box if you don't know where that is. Okay, so if you guys are trying to find the comment box, all you gotta do is scroll your page a little bit, and there it is. just come over here, and where it says add public comment, that's where you go. You hit like that, and you just start typing away. And just type me something in there. Matter of fact, I want to know where you guys are from. What state are you guys from? What country are you guys from? I started doing some of my research and my analytics. I have followers in Mexico, the Philippines, and then the balance of it is here in the U.S. But I appreciate everybody, and I just want to know where everybody's at. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share with your friends, ring that bell for notifications, so you can follow along with how the tractor's coming on this tractor repair, upgrade, build, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do a lot of shorter videos, so they should probably be, you know, about 5 minutes or so long. And it's not really a how-to type video, as meaning like a step-by-step. I just try to do like a little overview, because anybody that knows me knows that majority of the stuff I have is like a one-off. So everything that I do, majority of it is going to be custom made, as far as like you've already seen my brackets and stuff like that. And just I really like to try to do things on a DIY level if I can, meaning that and it's not that I'm like cheap or anything like that, but it's like, hey, if I don't need to go spend a bunch of money to get parts to do what I need to do or what I want to do, there's no reason to. I just posted on my little Facebook page, you know, kind of what happened and some of the parts I'm looking for. I wasn't asking for free stuff. I just wanted to see what people had out there, and if there was something that was reasonable, you know, that would work, then great. And you know, some of my friends stepped up. Again, Taylor, man, that kid, he got me a set of these tires that you've seen for my mock-up. He let me borrow those. Andy and Richard, man, I needed a set of rims for there again to put on these tires so I could do my mock-up and stuff, you know, so I could actually bolt just the rim. And my buddy Richard, he's like, hey, I got a bunch of these things, man, you're more than welcome to them. But he's like 3-4 or so hours away from where I'm at, and it just didn't really seem feasible to drive 4 hours one way just to go pick up a set of wheels. And just a couple minutes later, Andy popped up in the clinch, and he's like, hey, I'll be over there, I'll pick him up, I'll bring him back. And sure enough, he rolls in Sunday night, hits me up, I'm back. So I ran over, got him, and there again, thanks guys. I think those are really going to help me out. Whether or not I use them in the end, at least I will have them, and they will help me get things mocked up. I can get the tire centered in the wheel well, get it bolted to the axle, and make sure that I'm not going to have any clearance issues. But hey, thanks again guys. Don't forget, be safe, and we'll see you on the trail.